what general energy is around you at the moment. Make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe button if you haven't already. And if at any point you do want to get a personal reading with me, I will have all my information listed in the description. All right, let's look at the general energy first. What's going on with my Aquarius? Okay, first card we have is the Crone of Cups. We have the Five of Pentacles. We got the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Hierophant. All right, what's going on with you? So Aquarius, and oh, happy birthday to my Aquarius gang out there. I hope that your birthday season has been awesome, has been amazing, and that you guys are ready for your new year, essentially. Because I always deem your birthday is essentially a new year for you personally, you know. But anywho, okay, so what I have here, it feels like there's this deep knowing now of what you truly want for yourself. A lot of times we kind of know the overlying basis of what we want for ourselves. And even that is kind of questionable sometimes because it's sometimes influenced by like what we in society may deem as being like, I guess, the way of living, or what is deemed to be, I guess, like the good things in life, like having a good job, having a healthy relationship, of course. I think on a deeper level though, with the Crone of Cups, this talks about like what individually makes you happy. Not like what society tells you that you're supposed to have together and what do you want? And I think that this week is a huge focus on that. Okay, especially when it comes to your career. I'm seeing this be a huge theme. Okay, maybe you're wanting to leave a traditional way of making money and you want to create your own business, and you're in a space to where you're like, you know what, I mean, what could I really lose? I'm also seeing the same thing in terms of love. You could be separating yourself from any connection that feels like it's taking from you and not adding anything to you. Any dynamic that's like this. Another thing I'm seeing when it comes to, let's talk about finance a little bit more. Some of you have been struggling with like finding that thing that's going to like be that thing that makes you money, that is, you know, a job that you enjoy, a career that you enjoy. And a lot of this could be connected to maybe like a lack mindset, or this fear of not being able to make enough, or assuming just because financially things have been tough that maybe there's going to be an issue in terms of like shifting that future tense. But this is only a belief system, and you're in the midst of finding what that thing is going to be for you. The less that you worry about the money and more so find your purpose, find ways to kind of like step into your skill, all of that, instead of the worrying piece, the better. I'm also seeing when it comes to like anything that you've overly committed yourself to, again, relationship wise, friendship wise, job wise, and it has not been adding to you. This week, you're going to definitely be taking stock of that, and it's going to be quite clear as to what needs to be adjusted or what you need to kind of step away from. For a lot of you too, if there is a connection where someone is not wanting to take things to the next level, but they're expecting so much out of you, like your full emotional availability, your full investment into them, I also see you stepping away from that as well. Okay. What is the energy around the advice for my Aquarius? I have the Page of Swords, I have the Seven of Cups, I have the Knight of Wands, and I also have the High Priestess. So what I'm getting here for the advice is to be open to explore, be open to venture outside of your comfort zone, especially with the Page of Swords. This is like tapping into your inner curiosity, tapping into exploring where things could take you if you did X, Y, and Z. So if you are interested in maybe exploring a new career path, if you are interested in exploring your options in love too, child, because if you've been having some questionable ones that have been like, when you get real close, even though they're options, maybe there's things that aren't all the way together there. In you keeping your options open, you won't feel so bad if you do have to cut something off that is questionable, because it won't be so much invested in said situation. you know how it is when you date one person and then, you know, you put them on a pedestal because they are the only person that you're dealing with, and then you kind of learn down the line like, oh, okay, I didn't see that before. I didn't I didn't know that they had this quality or this personality quirk or whatever. And then now it's like you kind of feel stuck because you already kind of put so much into it. So I think the best advice for you, for any of you who are single and just kind of dating, is to kind of keep your options open, in the midst of maybe having some, you know, people that you're not too quite sure about. Also have the Knight of Wands and the High Priestess here. So another thing, energy management. And when I say this, it's making sure you're not overworking yourself. Some of you are like pushing yourself to a point of exhaustion, or like maybe you have multiple jobs and you don't really take an account of taking care of yourself out of that. Okay, at some point you will reach a point of burnout if you do not take care of yourself. So try to be more intentional about that. Also, if you have been like kind of struggling with consistency with, you know, goals that you have or things that you want to do, this is a week to kind of test yourself or to push yourself a little bit when it comes to the consistency piece, especially with your creative endeavors. Okay, so what are my Aquarius unaware of at the moment? We have the Four of Swords, we have the Ten of Pentacles, we got the Devil, and we got the Four of Swords. Okay, so I'm seeing something here immediately about a family member, person you may have children with, someone you may have been in like a long term relationship with, lived with this person, married, whatever this may be. What you may be unaware of, if you still feel them energetically tugging at you, it could be because this person does like think about you, like to a high degree, and it could be like pulling at you. Okay, another thing I'm seeing too, again, so this is more so romantic when I talk about this. Somebody who has put you through some toxic stuff where they have just discredited, or not discredited, but didn't take in consideration of what they had at the time. Almost act like they didn't appreciate it, didn't have any space to receive what you were giving them. It's like now they're realizing that they may have missed out on what you were trying to offer them, but it could be too late. It could be too late. Yeah, especially if they were entertaining like multiple other people, or if they were in this energy of acting very disconnected or not allowing themselves to actually open up to you, and you've been pouring into them. Now they're having to see, and going out there and trying to date, or now not having access to you anymore after you've cut ties with them. Now they could be rethinking things or seeing things from a different perspective when it could be too late. Yeah, especially if this is like a family relationship, like you have children with this person. Shoot, this could even be a family member who feels really bad about certain things that they've put you through. And maybe they don't really know how to stand in accountability quite yet. Okay, what is the possible challenge that my Aquarius are going to have to work through over the next couple of days? I got the Nine of Wands, I got the Moon card, Wheel of Fortune, and I have the Eight of Wands. Okay, so the challenge you're going to have to work through is stress management. Making sure you're not allowing outside energies to overwhelm you and like take you out of your element. Boundaries is another challenge. Okay, there could be certain people where you haven't had the best of boundaries set in the past with them. Now, since you're trying to establish those boundaries, it could be a little bit difficult, especially since these people could be trying to push those boundaries that you're now trying to establish. With the Moon card, the challenge is also like staying away from allowing fear, anxious thoughts, worry about like the unknown itself to make you freeze up, not make decisions, or even just make decisions based off of self-doubt. with the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Wands, another challenge to bypass. It's like overall trying to have control over how things play out in your life, because you can't really control that. With the Wheel of Fortune is the unpredictable energy. So there's going to be aspects of life that you can't really control or you can't really do anything about. And the worst thing that you could do is try to control it. That's what brings a lot more stress or overwhelm into your life, is by trying to control the unknown, because you just can't. All you can do is control your reaction or your actions in terms of how life, or how you're approaching your life, I should say. Okay, so also I'm seeing something here about travel. Some of you guys could have like a long distance love interest, a person that you're dealing with. And it could be the question of whether or not this connection is actually going to last beyond the long distance, or if it's actually worth it. Okay, some of you could be even wanting to move or relocate, and it's just like little logistic things that you're having to sort out. Okay, what is the general energy around my Aquarius? All right, so we have bullseye, which represents focus. We have globe, which represents possibility. We have heart, which represents love. And we have key, which represents opportunity. One more. We got journey, which represents labyrinth. Okay, so the general energy, to go a little bit further into that, like I said, I think that this week is about you getting clear on what you truly want for yourself. What you. I'm putting emphasis on you, because yes, on paper, there's certain things that everybody wants. Like everybody wants $1 million. Everybody wants it. What do you want? So that's the focus. And in you knowing what that is, I think this is going to help you tap into the possibilities of opportunity. I mean, these are some beautiful cards that you have here. I think it's a matter of just committing to your journey, and being open, like being open within your heart chakra space to things. Because not only like having a blocked heart chakra will keep you from being able to connect with people who are emotionally available and people who are, in alignment with you and all of that, and also have better discernment, but also it can block you off to other things too beyond love. Like it could just block off your ability to be an acceptance of things. So I think that this week is a great week for you to like I said, get an understanding of what you truly want for yourself. Step into a space of being more so open-minded and healing any wounds that could be connected to the heart chakra that could make you closed off in your way of taking action. But this is what I see. I do wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, thumbs it up, subscribe, and I will see my Aquarius in the next one. Bye.